Greetings, dear Cancers. It's me, your tarot reader, Angelica. Today is the second reading for March 2025. The readings on the channel Tarot and Life. Well, let's get started. We are preparing for March 2025. We are preparing confidently. Well, to prepare correctly and set the right priorities, check your financial forecast for the year. Snakes. By the way, the year of the snake only began on January 29th, 2025. So it will be both useful and interesting for you. Be sure to watch it. The link is above. Well, let's begin. So as always, we are looking at the three most important events that await you in March 2025. The first important event. The second important event. The third important event for you, Cancers. Let's look at another deck to see what awaits you in your professional activities, in business activities. In March 2025, on this same deck, we'll see what your income will be in March. And on another deck, let's find out what awaits you in your personal life in March 2025. Also, what to pay attention to in terms of health in March. And advice from the cards for you for March 2025. So let's begin. The first important event is the Six of Swords. The second important event is the Death Arcana. And the third important event, the Sun Arcana. I want to tell you that the month will most likely bring you global radical changes. And of course, transformation. And it is precisely transformation that will be, let's say, the main theme of the month. The Death Arcana is an arcana that speaks of stopping, transitioning, transforming, and beginning something new. If, for example, we assume that you are leaving something old behind, the Six of Swords might indicate that you are letting go of some of your priorities and moving forward. In search of a new, better fate, this will be the transformation for you, leading to prosperity, well-being, abundance, and opportunities, or love, or perhaps to everything at once. And the Sun Arcana is a very favorable arcana. Moreover, it has the property of influencing other cards and significantly softening the effects of negative cards. However, the Death Arcana, which many people consider quite negative, is actually not as negative as it might seem. The Death Arcana, it's simply a period when we begin to, in a way, mature and move to a higher level of our development. In doing so, we let go of something that has become burdensome, unnecessary, or obsolete for us. In this regard, the Death Arcana rather harshly removes this from our lives so that we can move forward to better, let's say, priorities in our lives, to a better life, essentially. Well, now briefly. The Six of Swords in terms of events indicates that there will be some situation from which you will need to find a way out. This card essentially suggests that there are open opportunities before you and you just need to take advantage of them. Therefore, it's like a path to a new shore, to new opportunities, to a better life. Sometimes it can simply be a trip, for example, a trip related to scientific work, or scientific research. Sometimes it's a relocation, sometimes it can just be a journey. Sometimes it's moving to another country or switching to a different job. But in any case, the Six of Swords always indicates that in March you need to let go of something old. And since in March, pay attention, there will be very important eclipses. For you, this will likely be a month of significant changes. And it is precisely about changes that the Death Arcana speaks. And this card also suggests that for some it will manifest as a move to another city, another country, another job, another place of residence. In a word, this card represents a certain transition from one step of your life to another. And something will be crossed out as unnecessary, something forgotten. But ahead, as you can see, the third important event is the Sun Arcana, and this means that everything that will happen to you will lead you to a better life. Precisely with the Sun Arcana, you will feel deep satisfaction from the events that occur in your life. Moreover, the Sun will provide you with a surge of energy, a sense of happiness and joy, and perhaps even a feeling of security. Well, for example, you leave some dangerous, tangled, complicated situation in your life and you arrive somewhere where the sun shines on you, literally the sun, which brings you safety and joy, happiness and prosperity. Also, for some, this card may play out as social success that you will achieve, for others as gaining fame, for some as a reward, recognition, or simply achieving your goals, for example. Of course, according to the sun, this also includes happy events. Any happy events, everyone has their own happy ones. For some, it is getting married, going on a trip. For others, it is getting pregnant, having a child. For others, it is meeting their love, finding a job according to their calling. Well, for some, it's just certain holidays. And of course, the sun is the card that speaks of what will come true. Some important wish of yours. So in my opinion, it's a very good event, of course. If you are ready for change and prepared for significant transformations in your life, leading you to good events and a more prosperous life. Now let's see what awaits you in your professional activities. King of Pentacles, what will you have here regarding your income? Another king, the King of Cups. In professional activities, the King of Pentacles speaks of what you have a strong position already at your job or in your business. You have certain successes. These successes give you the opportunity to either secure profitable long-term projects or deals, or to elevate your social status and advance in your career. You will most likely have either support or promotion, or just some of your successes related to your work, well done work, and recognition. Well done tasks, assignments, reports submitted, opportunities, and so on. Well, in general, this card indicates that in March, there will be prospects for a good foundation for your professional future. If you're looking for a job in March, it's very good to look for one in the realm of the King of Pentacles, specifically in areas like, for example, industry, media, construction, or say in mining. Maybe archaeologists, for example, also fall into this category. Well, in terms of finances, pay attention. There's another king, and he indicates that there is income, it's stable, and it's quite high. The only nuance you should pay attention to in March is that your emotions may potentially and significantly affect your financial well-being. So you might emotionally go out with a good amount of money in hand and spend it all on the things that caught your eye. Well, you like them and that's it. You don't want to think about the fact that you're spending a large sum of money. However, if you can hold back your emotions, control them, and assess correctly, for example, whether you really need this thing or if you can do without it, then no financial upheavals will be scary for you. But as I said, there will be money here, and it will be quite high and stable. Let's take a look further. What can you expect in your personal life in March? And here there's some competition going on. The Five of Wands can manifest as misunderstandings in a couple. It can play out as relationship disputes, but here it's more about clarification as a competition. Am I the one in charge? Did I say it or did I say it? Should I be listened to or should your partner be me? So here it's more about ambitions and the desire to be the leader in the relationship. Usually when we talk about the Five of Wands, we refer to relationships where, it's that period when people are just starting to live together, a time of adjustment. This is when jealousy might arise, perhaps a reluctance to yield, and the heat of the relationship comes into play. Who's right, who's wrong, and so on. And by and large, this card says that you are good together, you are having fun together. If you, for example, if you start to quarrel and leave, let's say, to live with your parents or something else, then according to this card, you will become bored, you will run to each other again and again, start to be jealous or to sort something out. And all just because there is a desire to prove something to each other, there is a desire to stay on top and act as a leader to satisfy one's ambitions. That is, this is a card of competition for leadership in your pair. If you act wisely in this regard, if you restrain yourself and say to yourself, well, we are two leaders, but one of us has to give in at some point. If you can agree that you will periodically yield to each other, then no upheavals will scare you. Sure, there might be some minor arguments about who takes out the trash and who, for example, cleans the floors. But that's just nonsense, really. And in general, the Five of Wands is for those who are already in a couple, In a relationship, she says that your couple lives and will live for a long time because you love each other, and in fact, even quarrels cannot separate you and you do not need it. Well, you just had a fight, and then you made up right away, and maybe even felt an even stronger connection because you have each other. For those who are single, this card can indicate that there will be competition for your attention and people will be trying to win you over. So the person you meet will literally be trying to win you over. Next, let's take a look. Next, let's talk about health issues. What should we pay attention to regarding health? Temperance shows your health is quite good. However, Temperance always points out that mental and physical health cannot be separated. How well you feel physically will also affect how well you feel mentally, separately. And how well you feel physically will also affect how well you feel psychologically. If there are any psychological upheavals or negative emotions, it will also reflect on your body. It's no coincidence that they say all illnesses come from stress. So, it's going to be really very important for you to keep yourself in a harmonious, calm, and balanced state of mind. Don't get nervous, don't worry. In everything, maintain a golden measure, a golden mean, and this will also be very important. Also keep in mind that if someone has a scheduled surgery, moderation means that you shouldn't rush during the post-operative period. Get up quickly, walk, or do something else. This recovery period is quite lengthy. So you need to be careful with your movements, spend more time lying down, and wait for things like the stitches to heal after the surgery and so on. But overall, we can say that moderation generally indicates good well-being, and if you are unwell, it points to recovery. But moderation also means that it's a good time to take care of yourself. Some spa salons, treatments, all of this will also be very good and beneficial. Let's move on. Next, a piece of advice. A piece of advice from you. Wow, we started with the Six of Swords and we're ending the reading with the Six of Swords. Well, I've already said a lot about this card, so here I'll just give some advice. This card indicates that you need movement, you need dynamics, you need change. So the advice is, set off on a journey to new shores. Don't be afraid of change. Be open to these changes and let go of the past without regret. Take with you only experience, knowledge, and self-confidence, and this will give you the opportunity to achieve positive changes in your life and open up huge prospects that will lead you to a very good life. One that is prosperous, happy, and filled with joyful events. Everything, according to the Sun card. So that's the forecast for you, dear Cancers, for March 2025. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow, as always, on this channel, Terra and Life. That's all. With love, your Angelica. Hugging you and goodbye for now.